We're on.
We're on.
We're on.
We're
Hey,
on.
guys.
Hey. I'm just trying to post that we're on Instagram, so I'm looking down at my phone. So go ahead.
Heard. All right, so welcome to the Long Run Zone, Chrissy. This is our live stream goal update for February, our goal update for February video. So we're going to tell you what our goals were, if we met those goals, and what our goals are for March.
Yep. Right? And like we said in the comments, if you are here, please let us know.
Give us a thumbs up.
Yep.
Let us know if you're not subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell. So you can get updates when we go live or when we upload a video.
Yes, right. And be sure to also let us know in the chat or the comments if you have goals and how those are working out for you. If you've had to tweak them at all, because we do that. We tweak our goals as we figure out what's working, what's not. We might tweak them to see if we need, if we feel like that something needs to be changed.
Yep. All right.
There we go. Keep going.
Okay.
I'm putting on Instagram that we're live, so. All right, let's see. Here we go. That'll work.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and we usually do my goals first, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So my goals for the month, for the year, obviously, are each month as well. But Bible reading, my races that I'm doing, exercise goals, my reading goals, and so I'm going to kind of touch on those. So for my Bible reading is to read chronologically through the Bible every day. I have a different reading every day. Mm-hmm. And so right now I'm up on that. I've done every reading for every day so far. So I'm up with that one. And then the races that I wanted to do this year, celebration marathon, qualify for the Boston Marathon, sign up for the to run the Disney half, to do the Chicago, sign up for and do the Chicago Marathon, and then sign up for the Adobe Challenge, which will be next January at Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend. So kind of update on those. Celebration Marathon, I ran that in January the 30th. I did run a qualifying time at 3 hours and 31 minutes and 1 second. I need to be anywhere under 3 hours and 35 minutes, so I'll beat that for about 4 minutes. So kind of excited about that.
He keeps saying because he hasn't been accepted to Boston yet that he didn't qualify. He's like, no, you qualified, but they still have to choose who they're going to accept.
Yeah, I can submit a qualifying time,
yes.
And I'll be able to sign up in September for next April's race. And hopefully my time will be good enough to be accepted and to get in. Okay. The Disney half, I ran that back in January as well. January the 8th, I believe it was. Ran that with a friend of mine, and he was shooting for a goal of anything under 2:06, and we came in at 2 hours and 3 minutes. And so we were pretty excited about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Desiree.
Oops, there we go.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. And then the next running goal was to sign up. Well, I was already accepted to the Chicago Marathon from last year. So my goal is to start to make plans to go. And we started doing that last night. I do have a place secured in the marathon, and we started last night looking at flights and hotels, and I used my American Express card, my Sky Miles American Express card at work. We also use it for groceries that we pay off every week a lot of times, and so I built up about 77,000 points towards Sky Miles. and I was able to get 2 flights round trip from here to Chicago and back for 75,000 points plus $24. So we paid $24 for the flights because of the points that I had built up. Because of just things that we buy every day. So
and the fact that he gets to use it for work purchases.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Thanks.
You're right. What that says. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm counting on Joel to tell me what. How are you doing? It's good to see you here today.
And we're doing well.
Great.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Tell us if you're how things are going for you today. Woo! Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, and we also looked for hotels last night. Most of the hotels for Marathon Weekend, Marathon Week are going for about $300 a night because they inflate the prices, obviously.
Because a lot of people want to be right there.
A lot of people want to be right there. But we found one that's a little bit lesser known hotel. It's not a brand name hotel.
Like
we
a
found
chain.
one. Yeah, it's not a chain hotel. We didn't. It's not a chain hotel, and we did look at the pictures and everything. It looked really good. Reviews looked really good on it, but we got it for $181 a night. So we're pretty excited about that. And it's about half a mile from the start finish line. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and rare
to get anything under $200 for Marathon Week. So we're pretty excited about that. And then my next goal. Yeah, everything's smooth with the gas prices. That's about right.
Heard that. Oh, we hear you. We appreciate you tuning in. We understand if you have to work.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
And then the fourth race I want to sign up for is the Dopey Challenge at Walt Disney World, and it's will take place next January. And the Dopey Challenge is doing all 4 races on consecutive days: the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, and the full marathon, all on consecutive days in January. And so the sign-up date for that is April the 19th, and I have to be online and ready to go at about 10 o'clock on April the 19th, so I can sign up for that. And excited about doing that next year.
If it gets in, every one of those races start
5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning. So you have to, first of all, we live about 30 miles away, and then so you drive in 45 minutes after you get through all the long traffic of other people who are getting there for the race.
Yep.
So it's going to be early mornings every day, and then still running, races and stuff. So,
and then exercise. I want to average 12,000 steps a day. I think I'm doing that. I don't know. I could probably look back and see. On the days I run, I know I'm doing that. But then the days that I don't, and I run about 4 days a week right now while I'm not training for a marathon. So I know I get it on those days. But the days that I don't run, I'm not sure. I can go back and check. But I'm pretty close to that. The 5th goal is to drink water every day, which I'm doing that at least. I think 86 ounces a day is what I need to drink, which is about half my body weight. So that's kind of where I'm at. No, actually, I've run 7 marathons. That's a great question, by the way. I've run 7 marathons. My 7th was a celebration marathon.
Even the New York City Marathon, Brina.
Yeah, I ran New York City Marathon back in October of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I had a wonderful time while we were up there, and excited, hopefully to run that one again, hopefully in the near future. Yeah, and so
water is so important.
Yep. So Chicago will be my 8th marathon. Dopey Challenge will be my 9th, and hopefully Boston next April will be my 10th after that. So excited about those goals coming up. And then reading goals. I read in January, I read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And in February, I started reading Excellence Wins, which was my personal growth book. We're reading that at work. and I didn't finish that yet, but I will finish it in March. And then in March, my trash book or my reading for fun book is called An Innocent Client, and kind of excited about to read that one. So far so good.
Okay.
All right, so those are kind of a recap of my goals, and yeah, we probably all need to drink more water every day. So
Y'all do better.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead with Christy's goals.
Again, if y'all have any goals that you'd like to share with us, feel free to do that and let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you need to tweak them in any way or anything like that, because we do that.
Yeah.
We tweak them. All right, so my first goal was to do focused devotions from the YouVersion Bible app every day, and I've been doing that. Various topics, and it's just whatever I find a plan that just speaks to me on that day or whatever when I'm looking. 2 was 1 book per month. Now let me tell you what happened.
Jan. Hey, Jan.
Hardly late. Just you perfect timing as always. That's what somebody said. You were here when God wanted you to be here, so that's right. Perfect timing. So what happened in January and February with me was our son and daughter-in-law was coming at the end of January, and we were going to be taking them to Universal Studios, and they were really excited because they have been lifelong fans of Harry Potter, and so we've been reading the books all along so that we would understand the theming in Universal Studios a little better as far as Harry Potter goes. So when we got to January, I still had 2 books left. So I decided to push, and I finished those 2 books in January. Then in February, I had the day, they left on a Tuesday. On the Wednesday, I had jury duty, and I needed something to read while I was in there. So I decided to go ahead and read The Cursed Child while I was at jury duty. And I finished that middle of February because I had started it that day. Then I went ahead and read my personal development book, which was called Captivated. If you saw the shorts video that I did about a giveaway that I had won, that was the book that I won. And it's about loving yourself, the way that God sees you. And so I finished reading that in February as well. So I actually pushed forward and finished 4 books in February.
Yeah.
So, or January and February. So I'm a little ahead on that. And for March, I'm reading a book that is full of Lewis Carroll books. So Alice in Wonderland, but there was also a sequel to Alice in Wonderland. There's and I probably won't finish them all because it's 1,200 pages if you read all the books. So I'm just going to read what I can this month.
Yep.
What do we got here? Book a month. After I finish a book, I give myself $5. Nice. That's a great idea. I like that. Okay. So I had to bring it up and into the thing because I can't read it from the little screen there. Let's see. So my walk, I had a walk steps goal that I planned for 2022. And the walk steps goal was that each month I would be shooting for a certain amount of steps total for the entire month. And every month I would add 5,000 steps to it. So January, I said I had my starting amount as 330,000. And my reason for that number was because in November, when we did the steps challenge with, do you need to answer that?
I don't know anybody at Regions Bank in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
They keep calling me though.
Oh, really? In November, when we did Derek's Journeys November Steps Challenge, I did about 325,000 steps. So I was like, okay, so January, I'm going to start with 330,000 steps. And I didn't get it. 325,000. I was so close. But anyway, but February, I pushed a little harder. I got 330,655, and I shot for the exact same amount since I didn't make the goal in January. I just stayed the same amount, but I had fewer days to get it because I only had 28 days instead of 31. But anyway, so March, I'm going for 335,000 steps. So I'm adding 5,000, but I have 3 more days to get to it. Walking, drinking more water. Yeah. I hear you. We'll all do better. Add just a little. We believe in small steps. That's why I'm only increasing by 5,000 every month, is because I think that if you just like made this arbitrary goal or like this huge number, then you might never, like, you'd always not make it. So if you go slow, then you keep building, then all of a sudden you're up at a high number and you don't feel as pressured because, well, it was only 5,000 more than you did the month before. Absolutely. That is a green smoothie that I added peppermint extract to make it more like and it has chocolate protein powder. There we go. So it has like a chocolate mint flavor to it. Yeah. So, and I'm still working on I'm probably going to be sharing that as a recipe video. Dawn from Sensible Living with Money Mom asked me to do breakfast foods. So I'm probably going to be sharing it, but I'm still working on the ratio because I'm going to blend it. For Christmas, my son and daughter-in-law got me a blend jet, which, if you see, it's like only really a 1 serving deal. And most recipes online is for like a couple of servings. So I'm still trying to get the right ratio of milk and stuff like that so that I don't actually overfill the top of the bottle. So I'm working on it though. Let's see.
Yeah, no. Mint and chocolate don't go together.
He doesn't like anything that's mint. He's one of those that tastes like toothpaste kind of people, but I think chocolate mint is awesome. It's one of my favorite flavors.
Fast and loose with the word awesome.
It's one of my favorite flavors.
Mm-hmm. Food.
Yeah, you really have to do it just right or you'll taste the avocado or the spinach. And so you have to keep working on it to get the right combination down, you know. But like I said, there's tons of recipes on Pinterest, but you have to have like a big blender.
Yeah, that's a big nope. Mm-hmm.
We don't have one of those. So I'm still playing with it. I'll get it figured out though. I'm close. But today I either put too much ice or I put too much milk and I had it filled all the way to the top. So I had to pour out about this much of it at the top so that I could. So I was like, no. I was like, which did I do? Too much milk or too much ice? Yesterday, I was perfect. It was fit in there perfectly. So I'll get it. Let's see. Yeah, Joel's a no. No. Hey, how are you doing? Yay, somebody from Canada. How cool is that? Have somebody from outside the United States.
That's cool.
Yep. Let's see. One goal that we made was to do 1 virtual 5K every month. And for me to improve my PR as much as possible, because at some point I just won't be able to walk faster than that. But in January, we couldn't find a virtual 5K that we actually wanted to do. So we didn't do one in January, but in February, we did 2 to make up for that. And I didn't get those medals.
No.
But anyway, our I don't think they're there. I think I may have put them over there on the coffee table. Oh. Anyway, for January, we did. You may have seen a shorts video on this, but what was the name of the race? The Michael Scott.
Yeah, I can't say all those words.
It's the Michael Scott race. Anyway, we based off of a 5K that I did in December, I think it was, or November, when we did a friends virtual 5K. We based it off of that, and then I said we beat the PR by 2 minutes. And then in February I did the Cobra Kai race, and I shaved another 2 minutes off. He did the
Miyagi-Do
karate.
right there.
It wasn't in the coffee table.
No, Miyagi-Do Karate Running Club.
Yep. And
because they didn't have shirts in my size, or I would have done
the Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. And for March, we've already decided that Derek's Journey is having a St. Patrick's 5K virtual race. You don't get like bling and stuff because you don't pay him anything. You just record a video and say, hey, I'm doing the Derek Journey's St. Patrick's Day 5K. And we might buy some St. Patrick's Day t-shirts, or either go over to Dollar Tree and just buy some little St. Patrick's looking thing to wear when we do the 5K. But that's going to be the 5K for March. And like I said, I don't know that I'll be able to shave more minutes off, but I do want to, I'm trying to get out and do 5Ks. I walk over 10,000 steps every day. So technically I always get a 5K in every day, but I don't do it all at once. I might walk some in the morning, some in the evening, stuff like that. And it's like the overall amount of steps that I get throughout the day. But this would be walking a concentrated 5K at one time kind of situation. So, and when I do that in the mornings, it gets so much easier for me to get in my 10,000 steps, because I'm not like later in the day going, oh, I got to stop what I'm doing and go out and walk. So it's a lot easier if I do it all in the morning anyway.
Yep.
Okay, I'm working on drinking one smoothie almost every day. And I've been working on that. January, I didn't do well with that at all. I was just doing other things and stuff, or I didn't have all the things I needed for the smoothie or something like that. So getting better with that. It also helps in January and part of February. It was actually chilly in Orlando, really weird. But I wasn't wanting to drink something cold in the mornings because I was already cold. What does it say?
Anything to make it easier.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's see. And also had a goal to try a new salad every month. Because if you follow us, you know that I love kale salad, but it's hard to find good kale here for some reason. Like in Houston, it was so easy. I could go 2 blocks to HEB and find organic kale for $1.49 a bunch. We got here to Orlando, and conventional kale is $1.49 per bunch. So it was crazy that it was like so much more expensive. So I just started looking for other options. And so in January, I did an apple cranberry walnut salad, and it was good, except for one thing. It called for feta cheese, and I have decided that I'm not a fan. No.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a single serve blender, and a smoothie is an excellent way of hiding your veggies in your food, so you still get them. Yeah, I like this thing, and it's also you don't see me doing it because I just have a thing about drinking the smoothie out of a glass, but you can drink straight out of that thing, and you just you can hold it under the sink and let water run over it. You don't put it in the dishwasher or anything, but you can let hot water into it, put a little dab of dish soap or something in it, and then turn it on. And when it spins, it starts cleaning it for you. And then you just rinse it out when you're done. So it's easy to clean out of that thing. You could drink straight from it and not have an extra glass to clean up.
Yep.
I
think I got the squeaky chair.
the apple cranberry walnut is not with kale. Yeah, I use spring mix with it. Yeah, I use spring mix with it. I think I've heard of people using spinach, but that was the problem, was I couldn't find good kale. So I was looking for recipes or salads that I would actually like, because I don't typically like traditional lettuce. So I was trying to find some kind of salad combination that didn't call for kale that I could make it with. Right. Yeah, and that was it. I used spring mix in it, and I liked it, except for that I figured out that I don't like feta, so I just stopped putting feta cheese in it. But otherwise, I'll still eat that. That's really good. I put like a lemon. No, is it lemon? No, honey apple vinaigrette on it, which goes really good with it. Has made with apple cider vinegar. But anyway, in February, I didn't try a new salad. And my reason for that was that I still had walnuts and cranberries. And I'm not going to waste those. So maybe in March, I will get on to my next salad. The one that I have picked out is called Italian chopped Brussels sprouts, but I haven't bought anything for it yet because I still have cranberries and walnuts. So and seventh one, I don't know what I'm going to do with that exactly. I put my seventh goal was looking for dinner alternatives that I would eat when they are still eating the regular food. And the only things that I've really been doing different, sometimes I will eat salad or avocado toast or something like that for dinner. But sometimes I just eat what they're eating. So, you must be way behind on that video.
I had to step out of it for a minute.
Let's see. All right. So that's all those kind of goals.
Yeah. So now we're going to move on to our financial goals. So our no spend days, January was 14 days. We got 16. Mm-hmm. February was 15 days, but we only got 12. Several things happened there.
Well, our son and daughter-in-law were here the first 2 days, and I had jury duty. So we started off 3 days in the hole. Yeah. And there's only 28 days in the month. It just started getting harder. Right. That's right. That's right. I'm not going to put that up there. That's right. Eat what you have at home and then buy more. And that's why I haven't moved on to another salad.
Yeah. Yeah. And so since we didn't make it for February, we're going to transfer the 15 over to March. So March, our no spend days in March will be another 15 days. So we're going to shoot for 15 days.
That's how we are with any goal. If we don't make a goal that month, we just try for the exact same goal the next month. So we didn't make that 15 in February, so we try again in March.
Yep.
So and we've done a lot better because we've gotten 2 no spends out of the first 3 days.
There you go.
Yep.
So sinking funds, we want our emergency fund. We want to get that to $10,000, not this month, but by the end of the year. Right. We did add some in February to get us towards that goal, and we took a little bit out because I was spending on something, but yeah. You knew that. So we're probably at about 6,500 right now in our emergency fund sinking fund. Our Christmas gifts or gifts in general, our goal is $800 for the year.
I will say, as far as the emergency fund goes, we talk about we want it to be 3 months of living expenses. Yep. But we do YNAB. So we're already 1 month ahead. So technically we already have 3 months, but we want it to be 3 months in that fund.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jan. Yeah. And then so our Christmas or / gift goal is $800. We want to have that saved up by September.
We had 800 in there, but
we did have 800 in there, but then we used it some for
our son's birthday.
Our son's birthday, and
when they were here, we went ahead and celebrated his birthday while
Yeah.
they were here. So we had, it was a little bit, but I mean, we're still really close to 800 anyway.
Yeah, we want to get $1,000 this year into a car fund because our car is like 13 years old.
Yeah.
It still runs pretty good, but it's old and it's not going to last forever.
Right.
And so we want to have some money saved up to be able to buy a car when it comes time for that.
Right.
So we haven't put anything into that yet, but we're working on it.
Tell us down in the tell us in the chat, what are some of your favorite sinking funds? I always say some like we think of certain kind of sinking funds, and then I'll see someone say something about it, about one on Instagram or on a YouTube video, and I'll be like, wow, I never thought of that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And this is a great question, by the way. If you can see that on the screen. I know everyone has different guidelines when it comes to no spend days. If you're buying groceries, gas, or medicine, do you include that for no spend? We do not.
We feel like those are necessities. We feel like no spends are meant to make you intentional about your spending, but there are certain things that you can't live and not spend.
Yeah, so like electricity, anything like that, rent, all of those things are not, they're excluded from
in our mind
is counting as a spend day. So
I mean, what we say is, before you order something out, before you go to the gas station for a snack, do you really want to lose a no spend day on that? Because it's making us think about the purchase, but you have to pay for gas.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a job where you need a car to physically get there, because there's no like other way to get there. You can't walk that far or something like that. Obviously, you're going to have to buy gas. It's not an option.
Yeah. So that's a great question.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to our February Try Something New dinner recipes.
Yeah. She saved up for her daughter's senior dues like for a year. It was a great idea. Very great idea. Okay. We did some in January, and at the moment, I can't even remember what those Try Something New dinner recipes were. But we also did a baked spaghetti and a cracked chicken spaghetti in February.
Yep.
We put both of those videos on the channel. We have some that are coming up. We already know that the first one we're going to try in March is a Cajun tortellini soup. Yep. And we'll see how this goes, but the other one for March is actually something I was thinking about. See, our cracked chicken spaghetti made me think of the fact that we have a recipe called Rotel chicken spaghetti. But there's also cracked chicken soup. And I couldn't find Rotel chicken soup. So my mind is thinking that there's got to be a way to do that too. Like I did when I looked at Pinterest, I found a few, but they weren't what I had in mind. It was different. But anyway, so we'll see if I actually come up with a way to make Rotel chicken soup.
Yep. So
that's all we got on that one.
All right. So our YouTube goals and video lineup that's coming up over the next month or two. Our sub count right now is at 1,118
or 19, according to
or 19, whichever one you want to look at. And then our goal for the end of March is to be at 1,125.
No, that's not a big goal, but we don't want our focus to be totally about the numbers. So,
yeah. Number 2, we had talked about setting up Amazon affiliates. We still haven't done that yet. I'm still kind of looking into what we want to do on that. And then we did
medical car maintenance and
car maintenance is a good one.
Yeah, travel when I go to visit my family. That's good because you know you're going to want to visit your family. That's very smart.
Yeah, those are great goals there.
Yep.
And then we did get our first paycheck from YouTube since being monetized. It was
please enable your the thing is,
we talked about that, Jen. We haven't really decided if we're going to do that.
Yeah. Oh, we don't, the reason why we haven't really done it is because we just don't know that we want to go there,
Yeah.
Like, not that there's anything wrong with it, but we know that's is a really hard time right now, and we don't want anybody to feel like we're asking them for anything. But we love the idea. We think it's so sweet.
We are considering it.
That anybody would want to give us anything. But I mean, we've been blessed, so we don't want people to feel like we're like we're not struggling or anything, we're thankfully he makes a decent income that we don't feel like it's necessary. We have considered turning it on because I kind of wonder, since we've been monetized, our actual impressions from YouTube has gone down, and we've wondered if maybe that was playing a part in it, that they don't see us as an effective income source since we're not turning on everything.
Yeah. So that's why we're considering it. So.
Yeah. Not because we're hoping anybody will give, but because we want YouTube to stop limiting us. So
anyway. Yeah, we did get that first paycheck from YouTube. It was $108, and we don't have any plans for that yet. We're not adding it to our regular budget because we do have to take out for taxes and everything. So, so that's kind of where we are.
I know he's a YouTuber. Okay. But I don't. I know he's a YouTuber, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, we don't have specific plans for it yet, other than putting money aside for taxes in case we actually reach these $600 threshold.
Thanks, Jan. We appreciate that.
We love you too, Jan.
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's see our videos that are upcoming for the next 2 months. Our grocery haul videos coming up are every Monday, and we're really focusing in on Do the Math Challenge because I'll be honest, it breaks my heart when I hear someone say that they can't afford their groceries, and I know that I'm sitting here with tips that could be helping them, and I just need, I just want them to see that it's not that hard to do the math. It doesn't take all that long, and the stores are actually set up in a way that they're hoping that you don't know these things about unit cost and stuff. And so it is our hope that by doing the math this month, that everybody realizes it's not that complicated. It's not going to take you all that much time, and it could save you some money because you didn't just make assumptions about the prices in the grocery store or online. And so, keep watching the rest of the month. We keep throwing in shorts videos of different times that we have found discrepancies in the store on the unit cost and stuff that are set up to confuse you.
Yep.
And also, I did a picture too that was like the unit cost was incorrect on it. It said the unit cost was 2.2 cents per ounce, and it was really 4.3. Yeah. So they're setting it up on purpose to confuse you. Yeah. So that's the same shorts that I'm using on YouTube. Another great place to catch those is on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great thing. It's really an eye opener when you really stop and figure those things out, as far as per ounce, per each, or.
We have some examples in there, but like we've seen, like, and it's not just groceries like food, but it's also household essentials. Like we have a picture of dishwasher tabs where they had it say per each, meaning how much per tab, and it was right beside one that said that was also still tabs, but it said per ounce, because they were hoping to confuse you
And you know dang well you're not going to use a half a tab.
You're going to measure out a half a tab or measure out the ounces in a tab. Like, no, you're going to divide it by the tabs that are in the container. So that's basically ones that, like, when you're in the store, whether you go to multiple stores or just one store, you look at it, and if there's discrepancies, and even you can't even necessarily trust that they wrote the right unit cost, because the picture that I had of the almond milk said 2.2 cents per ounce, and that was wrong. Yep. So you have to like look at it, divide it by whatever is common about it, yep. Like, or how you would actually consume it, because like, or use it, because like we said, you wouldn't use a certain amount of ounces of a dishwasher tab, but I mean, who does that?
Yeah. Like, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, we've been excited about doing that and throwing those shorts up too. So we'll have a summary coming up, and we'll get into that. 3/11, March 11th, I'm doing a running video, so I guess I need to start working on that because I don't even know what it's about yet.
Well, you told me that it was about how to get back into it.
Oh yeah. How to get back into it after a long layoff. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I did take 2 weeks off after running the Celebration Marathon, and then you have to really get back into it after that. So get yourself motivated again. 3/18 is going to be a grocery haul comparison between this year and last year.
I don't know which video we're going to, but we're going to take an actual video where we put the prices in it and show what the price difference was between then and now.
Yep.
And also like if there's anything that's changed in the way that we shop between last year and now with the higher prices.
Yep.
Like what we've done differently to help keep our grocery shopping prices down.
Yep. Then March 25th is going to be decluttering video.
It's going to be in our kitchen.
Decluttering our kitchen.
And you think it look like, if you look, you think that it's all organized and stuff, but you don't know what's going on in the cabinets.
Yeah, you don't know what's over here and over here and over there.
I promise I'm not going to clean the trash off or anything before we start. We're going to go straight up.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing for me. Like you're taught for filming that you move everything, you get rid of the stuff you don't want people to see, right?
Yeah.
To see the comparison. Yeah. Thank you. I've seen some of the bigger channels do it. Like Frugal Fit Mom did one, but she did like a recipe to a recipe, not a grocery haul to a grocery haul. And then I've seen one other do grocery haul to grocery haul. So I just thought maybe, because Florida prices may be different from what because we feel like, I don't know, like some places are getting hit by it more than others.
Yeah.
So Florida, I feel like may not be getting hit quite as bad. It is. We are seeing the price increases, but maybe not as bad as some places.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then on March 27th, we're going to do our monthly shout outs. With our monthly shout outs, we basically just we're picking channels randomly. Like this past one, we did ones that we felt like they were like Angelica's Corner just needs some watch time hours so she can be monetized, and we thought that would be nice to give her a shout out. Page Family Homestead, they're dealing with a cancer issue, so they're using ad revenue for gas money back and forth to the hospital, so we wanted to do them for that. We did Run for Grace because they're not monetized, but it would be nice for them to get their channel out more in front of people because they're a nonprofit organization. Yeah, that helps out people who are homeless. Yep. And stuff. So that was kind of where we were going with this past month, but we are looking, at channels that we felt like really need that extra boost. So
then April the 1st will be our Do the Math Challenge summary, where we'll come back and tell you how things went, and we'll know how things went for those that are joining us in the challenge. Then April 8th is going to be our monthly goal meeting where we talk about like we're doing today, for our goals for March. 4/15, I'll have another running video.
I don't know what.
I don't know what yet. So anyway, I got another running video coming up. And then April 22nd will be how to avoid worrying about price increases.
Go ahead.
Because inflation is a thing. So that'll be the title of that one, how to avoid worrying about price increases. Then 4/24 will be our shout outs video again. And then April 29th will be our monthly decluttering, which will be our laundry area.
It's actually going to be any
over here.
Like we have the laundry area, then we
Right.
have another little closet, and then a bathroom.
Yep.
So it's probably going to be all three of those.
Right,
We're going to hit all three
right
walls because none of them are really big, and it would take like 2 minutes to go through one of them.
Correct.
So.
All right. So those are our videos that are coming up. Also, we've got something exciting that we're going to just kind of throw out there now. We do put some travel stuff on this channel, but the more we do our travel things, the more we realize that we think we want to move that to a separate channel, just so we don't kind of clutter up the.
Well, the analytics doesn't like too many weird like throw offs. So traveling is, I mean, even when we tried to call it, fun on a budget or travel on a budget, we still feel like it's not helping our analytics.
Yeah.
And also, like, some people in the debt-free community might not appreciate it, even though we do talk about how to save money on traveling. I know some people are trying
frugal on road trips and stuff like
but
that,
some people who are on a debt-free journey try not to travel at all, and so maybe they feel a little like. So we just thought, let's do those on a separate channel, and the name of it's going to be
Adventures on the Long Run.
Yep.
So that's going to be launching hopefully April the 1st. And we've trying to get some content in the can as soon as possible. We've trying to do some shorts, and then we'll get some videos going for sure.
Yeah. And he didn't mention this up in his smoothie. Anyway, up in his little area, he has a podcast that he started. I guess I wrote that on there. Yeah, I did. And if you want to check out his podcast, he has, I don't know how many episodes, but anyway, he did get 25. He did get it's called Mercy Came Running, and he did get a coworker of his to create a logo for that. Yep. So he now has a logo. And we're going to chat with her and see if maybe she'll create a logo for this channel and the other one before it launches. So so we're going to almost look kind of professional with logos. Let's see. I heard traveling right now is trending on YouTube. Yeah, like there's I guess
people are getting back out there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's a ton of vloggers just here in Orlando because of Disney and Universal Studios that, and we love those, but we're also going to try to get out and show some of the things that you can do that don't cost you much or anything, because there's a lot of parks here, beaches, all that kind of stuff. And then obviously we also have some traveling, our son and daughter-in-law live in Tennessee. They work at Dollywood, and so we do go up there from time to time, and we take road trips usually when we go there because.
So any road trips, we'll document those as well. So
we haven't actually set up the channel. We did set up the email address, but we need to get busy on just setting up the channel altogether. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have something soon coming out, and we'll let everybody know here on this channel when we get it actually set up so that people can subscribe to it. So,
All right. So those are our goals, our update on our goals that are coming up. So we're kind of excited about what we're doing and where we're going, and excited about the goals that you guys are setting too. We can see those and love to see those goals that you're setting. Keep us updated on how you're doing. If you haven't yet, give us a big thumbs up on the video today. And also, I want to say, if you haven't been to each other's channels, you guys are in the chat. If you haven't been to each other's channels, to subscribe and watch some videos and give them some thumbs up over there as well. Do that.
most of you all are in the budgeting, frugal living area.
So thank you guys for joining us today. Head on over to each other's channels and subscribe over there as well. And I think that's going to do it today, right? All right. That's going to do it today for the Long Run Joel and Chrissy, our month-end goal live stream. And we've enjoyed having you guys today. Thank you for being here.
You.
And
hey, Mom Birella. We got to meet Mom Birella.
At Universal.
In February. It was so exciting.
It's okay.
Hey, you're perfectly on time.
Right on
That's
time.
what I said. You're right on time, even though we're ending.
Yeah, even though we're ending.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. All right, so
you're so sweet.
That's going to do it today for the Long Run Joel and Chrissy, our month goal update video. Thank you for joining us today, and that's going to do it today. And don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.